Welcome to Just Asia, HRT TV's weekly human rights program. These are the headlines. Ganga Maya finally receives some justice in Nepal. Pakistani peace activist resurfaces after 7-month disappearance. Jakarta police shoot dead 11 suspects ahead of August's Asian Games. Philippines has highest number of environmental defender deaths in Asia. Indian state of Madhya Pradesh claims 72,000 dead babies. Urgent appeals from Indonesia. Welcome to HRT TV's Just Asia. I'm Annie Lin. This week, Just Asia begins with Nepal, where justice is finally being served to Ganga Maya Adhikari. Ganga Maya had been staging a fast unto death at Bir Hospital, demanding stringent action against the murderer of her son. The main culprit, Chhabilal Poudel, has surrendered before the Supreme Court and is now in jail awaiting trial. Ganga Maya's son, Krishna Prasad Adhikari, was murdered in June 2004 by Maoists in Chitwan district. Since then, Krishna's family have been seeking justice to no avail. His father, Nanda Prasad Adhikari, died on his 333rd day of hunger strike in September 2014. His body is still lying at the morgue of Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital, Kathmandu. The government had signed a 5-point agreement with Ganga Maya on 22 September 2013 to persuade her to end her hunger strike following her husband's death. The government has followed some of those points and has given 10 million Nepalese rupees in cash relief to Ganga Maya. The government has also deposited the interest amount of 19,063,000 Nepalese rupees in her account. Another culprit in Krishna's murder is in the United Kingdom, and there's a huge pressure for the government to bring him back to Nepal. To facilitate the process, the United Kingdom government has asked for some information to be verified. The Nepal government has also agreed to foot the Adhikari's hospital bill, bear other costs, including food and housing for a lifetime. It also agreed to provide security to Nur Prasad Adhikari, Ganga Maya's older son. Pakistani peace activist Raza Mahmood Khan has returned home 7 months after he mysteriously went missing. Convener of a friendship initiative between Indian and Pakistani youths, Raza was allegedly picked up on 2 December 2017 from his residence in Lahore by some men in plain clothes. The police are, however, tight-lipped about where the 40-year-old social activist was found, media reported. Following Khan's enforced disappearance, human rights activists, friends and family have been agitating for his release, condemning attempts to silence and arrest those speaking up for peace and human rights. Pakistan is infamous for the disappearance of those speaking out against the military and extremism. Pakistan's military and right-wing groups are eroding democracy, as seen in the general elections on Wednesday. According to a statement by the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, this is the 30th election in the country's history. The watchdog noted that there were blatant, aggressive, and unabashed attempts to manipulate the outcome of the elections. Nearly 200 people have been killed in suicide attacks targeting election rallies. Moving to Indonesia, Jakarta police have shot 52 persons, killing 11, in a recent sweeping operation prior to next month's Asian Games. The chief of Jakarta Metropolitan Police ordered officers to shoot to death criminal suspects who were a potential threat to the Asian Games in Jakarta and Palembang beginning on August 18th. Apart from the shootings, the police have arrested some 2,000 people, 320 of whom have been named as suspects and criminally charged under the Indonesian Penal Code. Rights groups are protesting the police's massive extrajudicial killing and deprivation of liberty. They're also calling for the National Commission on Human Rights to investigate, as well as monitor future sweeping operations. In the Philippines, 48 environmental defenders were killed last year, the highest recorded number in the Asian region, says international NGO The Global Witness. Last year was considered the worst year on record globally, with 207 land and environmental activists killed across 22 countries, or about 4 deaths a week. Brazil recorded the highest with 57 deaths. According to the NGO report, there's a huge rise in killings linked to consumer products. Brutal attacks on those defending their land from destructive agriculture are on the rise. In the Philippines particularly, the Global Witness cited the Tamasco massacre in South Cotabato last December as among the major killings after 7 members of the Tabali Manubu tribe were killed. The community was resisting the encroachment of a coffee plantation. Apart from agriculture, the killings were also linked with mining, poaching and logging. Local environmental groups are asking the Philippines government to order an investigation on the increasing violation and abuse of human rights of affected communities by large-scale agribusiness, mining, energy and other infrastructure projects. They also call for the full enforcement of government policies and regulations that promote the rights to a safe and sound environment and protect the rights of marginalized communities. Next, in India's state of Madhya Pradesh, the government recently admitted to the death of 72,000 children in the special newborn care units of government hospitals. These deaths took place between 2009 and 2017. Furthermore, as of March 2017, the state had only 4,367 doctors as against the sanctioned strength of total 8,156 government doctors. In other words, 47% of the posts of the government doctors are vacant. This number increases to 66% when examining the level of specialists available, like surgeons, pediatricians, obstetricians, and so on. Finally, the Urgent Appeals Weekly features 2 cases from Indonesia. After army personnel unlawfully arrested and detained Isak Dewayekua in Papua, he was tortured to death. The investigation into this took a long time without substantial progress. Although the case is now being heard before the military court, there are concerns at the low standards of justice applied by the military investigators and prosecutors. Also in Indonesia, police and other government officials forcibly dispersed a movie screening organized by Papuan students in the dormitory in Surabaya, East Java province. Moreover, without clear information or evidence, the students have been accused of causing public disharmony. That is all for this episode of Just Asia. For more on these and other issues, please visit www.humanrights.asia or www.alrg.asia/justasia. Thank you for watching and see you next week.